And Joe Flacco, the Ravens quarterback, joining us on the show. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Dan. How you doing, man?
Good. How was Christmas?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was good.
Expensive?
Not in the household, no, but for some other people, it can be pretty expensive.
Yeah. Are you a good Santa?
I'd like to think so. Can't go too crazy, but
well, you don't want to get him into a pattern of expecting those things.
Yeah, no. Hey, my kids don't know. My kids don't really know any better yet. The oldest one's only 2.5, so anything they get is good.
All right. So like a T. Suggs jersey for them or something like that is good enough?
Yeah.
We were wondering this, since you're in Baltimore, we were talking about the show The Wire. Have you ever seen the show The Wire?
You know what? I did not watch it when it was on, and I haven't watched it since I've been here either. I've met some people that were involved with the show, though.
Who'd you meet from the show?
It was like one of the main police officers that they kind of like modeled. I think one of the guys they have through on the show has been in our building a few times.
McNulty?
Maybe.
Dominic West is his name, but British guy who's he's McNulty.
Yes, I don't know anything about it. So online right now.
Do you binge watch? Do you and your wife have like?
You know what? Last year we watched. I hadn't watched Breaking Bad, and last year we watched the season of Breaking Bad. I mean the whole, series of Breaking Bad, which was pretty cool. I'm a big Game of Thrones watcher. There's a handful of shows.
Okay,
yeah.
Did Breaking Bad live up to the hype?
You know what? I thought at the end of the day, I thought it was really good. I went through. There was the first few seasons, I was like totally addicted, and then there was times where I was kind of like, all right, let's just get through this part. And but by the end of the series, I thought it was pretty darn good. Yeah.
Do you do romantic comedies?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I do pretty much anything.
Can you do it by yourself? These guys gave me grief because I've been known to watch a rom-com or two.
Yeah. If I'm in the house with myself and a movie comes on and I watch like 10 minutes of it, I'm usually hooked. So if it happens to be a chick flick of some sort, then yeah, I'm cool with watching it by myself.
Okay, give me one that you might be a little embarrassed, slightly embarrassed to admit that you watch.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd really be any. The fact that I'm admitting to it and just coming out, I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's really funny that you bring this up because last year in our locker room we had one of our topics like that. We just kind of brought up, and we were asking everybody on the team is, do you cry during movies, or have you ever cried during movies? And so we were going around the locker room and asking everybody their opinion, or have they ever, or has their wife or girlfriend ever seen them? And I'm a definite yes. I'm a crier during movies, so not afraid to admit it.
Okay, what's the one if I put it in that movie? I know it's go time for you eventually.
Oh shoot, dude! You can still put like Lion King on, and when Mufasa dies, I cry.
Yeah, but you show no emotion during a game for the most part. Right?
Yeah, it's a different thing out there playing football. It's two different, almost. I don't know. I don't want to say two different people, but definitely different than probably what you would think.
Okay, what if the Steelers put Lion King up on the jumbotron next weekend?
I hope they don't do that. Yeah.
How do you?
But I probably won't be paying attention to it at that point. I have too many other things to worry about.
He's Joe Flacco, the Ravens quarterback, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. I don't know how you felt when the president was talking about James Franco and he called him James Flacco. How'd you feel?
Thought it was pretty darn cool. I didn't hear about it till late, and I had a bunch of text messages about it. And I thought it was pretty darn cool. First of all, the president for some reason had my last name on his mind, and second of all, James Franco. I mean, come on.
What'd your wife say?
Same thing. We just all just kind of had a little chuckle about it and laughed. It was all good.
Have you met the president?
When we went and got when we went there after our Super Bowl win, I got to meet him. Yeah.
Did you borrow anything from the White House?
I did not.
Not a towel, not soap.
No. They kind of kept us confined to one or two rooms and make sure we didn't wander too far.
All right, who would you have worried about if they weren't keeping an eye on you in the White House?
Who would I on our team?
Yeah.
Probably Jacoby or somebody like that.
Jacoby Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dominican Sue's back this week? Or I should say Haloti Ngata. Haloti Ngata back this week.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. Haloti will be back. I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, or has something gone down with him into the game last night? I don't know. You tell me, but yeah, Haloti should be back.
Yeah. Did you see that play with Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Rodgers?
I did. I was sitting at home watching it last night, yeah.
Okay, what'd you think?
It's tough, man, especially with him and what his past record is. And just sitting there watching it, I might let him get away with the first one, but the fact that the second one, he had to know what was going on at that point. So it looked a little suspicious. I don't really know, though.
I'm with you with the first one. And even if you did step on him, that you at least turn around to say, hey, I'm sorry I stepped on you. But the second one felt like, hey, I think I got bone there. Let me try it again. Yeah. Hey, I got another leg there. This is pretty cool.
It's kind of what it looked like. I wish guys would just keep it to ring the whistle and then that's it. But that doesn't always seem to be the case for some reason.
If you had an MVP vote.
I don't, so don't ask me.
Oh, come on. You played against Watt. You played the position with Rodgers. If I said between those two, you had to pick.
I'm an offensive guy, so I think quarterbacks and running backs and wide receivers. So
you think you think J.J. Watt's overrated is what you're saying? Joe Flacco calls out J.J. Watt, says overrated.
Here we go. No, not at all, man. I think he hit me, 15 times last week or so. Definitely not the case with that.
Did he say anything to you?
No, not really. I know I had his blood all over me at one point, so I was a little worried about that.
You knew it was his?
Oh, I knew it was his, yeah, because he hit me in the elbow and his nose was bleeding and it splattered all over my arm.
Oh. Did you save it as a keepsake or something in case he is the MVP? No. It might be valuable there.
No. Just get a bottle real quick, run over to the sideline, and see how much I can get into it. No,
the Detroit Free Press front page says, Harbaugh going to Michigan, and they showed a picture of John Harbaugh instead of Jim Harbaugh. Can you tell me, is John Harbaugh going to go to Michigan?
I'm usually the last to know on these kind of things, but I would say no.
Okay. But you're not sure is what you're saying right now, Jim.
I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure.
Flacco, chance, his coach goes to Michigan. Man, you're breaking news here. I like this. Yeah, so how embarrassing is that Jim is the guy and they put up John with a Ravens hat on?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know. Whoever made that mistake is probably in some kind of trouble right now.
All right, you're told to hate the Steelers as soon as you get to the NFL, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? You can't appreciate, you can't say something nice, you're not allowed to like, nothing about the Steelers, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you hate them?
I don't know if hate's the word, but because I've been in so many games with those guys, and victories and losses, and so there's always a level of respect there. So hating is a tough word, but I can tell you right now, the city of Baltimore hates the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there are Pittsburgh Steelers fans everywhere, including Baltimore. So I think that makes the hatred even more for the true Ravens fans. And that kind of just sits with us as players. And, we take that to the game, and you can feel that. You can feel that hatred in Pittsburgh. You can feel it in Baltimore when the games are being played. And it kind of just, it gets your mindset, that same way. So when those games are taking place, you definitely feel that way.
Well, congrats on the win. Good luck against the Steelers on Saturday. And as always, thanks for joining us. And watch The Wire, Joe. Watch The Wire.
Will do.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
All right, Dan. We'll see you, man.
All right, Joe Flacco, Ravens quarterback.